Are you live? Oh, here you are. I just sent you an image.
Yeah, we should be on YouTube.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Got you. Got you.
Okay, now you're echoing.
Turn down your volume on one of your phones.
Okay. Is the echo gone?
Yes. Can everybody on TikTok hear us? Can you guys hear us? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear us on TikTok. Give me a thumbs up. Or let me know that you can hear me. Hey, honey, can you hear us, Kim? Okay, they can hear us. We're good. We're good. Okay, so we're live simultaneously on YouTube. You can pick up the stream on YouTube or on TikTok. Tap the screen as you come in, share the live, hashtag FYP. Today we are coming together to discuss for about an hour or so how to manifest a specific person. SP is a specific person. You're about to say Pacific person like Black people do. Specific person. Uh, so that is our
Please
topic
don't.
of discussion. That's our topic of discussion today. So that's what we're here to talk about. And then we'll open up the floor for some questions and answers at the end. So if you have some spiritual questions, questions pertaining to our current topic, save those for the end. I'm going to go ahead and let Tifa get started. Welcome, YouTube. Welcome, TikTok. Guys, tap the screen, share the live, hashtag FYP. On YouTube, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll know when we go live again and you can join us. You have the
Yes.
floor.
And if you guys are watching on TikTok, I'm sorry. Good God. On YouTube, can somebody comment in the chat? I just want to see if I can see it this time on the screen. But my name is Tidra Chanel. I am a manifestation mentor. I've been teaching this for almost 10 years at this point. My main presence is on YouTube, so you guys can go to YouTube, Tidra Chanel, and you guys will see a lot of my videos there. I also have a podcast, the Money Mindset and Manifestation Podcast, as well. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Karika Moore, better known as
I'm
Ori
trying to
Alchemy on
see.
TikTok and on YouTube. What I am, I'm a healer, I'm an oracle, and I'm a spiritual guide. So I have been helping people for the last year here on TikTok to kind of get your life together and facilitate healing, so that you can open up the doors to manifesting the life that you want. Both of us ladies here, we are living examples of how to use manifestation to create the life that you want. You guys always know we're very big on healing. We're very big on manifesting the here and now, manifesting your reality. And so we're here to talk about today how to manifest, or should you manifest, a specific person.
Yes. So as I said, I have been teaching manifestation for close to 10 years. And one of the main questions that I always get is, how do you manifest money? Right? That's number one. But then love is a close second. And in the recent, I would say months, I've been seeing a whole lot of how to manifest your SP. Now, who came up with SP, I don't know. But that simply stands for a specific person. Some people refer to it as a special person, right? And usually this person is the ex. How do I get my ex back? And it is very, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. It's just really annoying that people will put these men or women on a pedestal, and that's all they want to focus on is, how do I get this person back into my life? And I teach from the standpoint of, you really should just focus on you. That same pedestal that you put this man or this woman on, you should put yourself on, and focus on you, focus on loving you. Because one thing that I've said for many, many years is, no one can love you more than you love yourself. So if you're trying to manifest someone into your life to love, to fill a void, it's just not going to work, right? This is going to be a very fleeting, a very temporary relationship, because at some point in time, that void that you're trying to fill is going to become a block in your relationship, right? So your main focus needs to be, how do I love me more? How can I focus on loving me? And that's where you need to stay, right? So how you manifest, in short, your specific person is by loving yourself first, and then you'll be able to attract in your divine mate. That's what you should want. How do I
Exactly.
attract my divine mate, right? And that requires a lot of healing, right? In order, because we've all manifested some toxic shit, have we not?
Mm-hmm.
Have we not? And our partners are usually a mirror of ourselves.
Reflection. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we manifest, and I'm going through the shit right now.
Speaking from experience. Speaking from experience.
There's usually there's a part of me that attracted it, and I got to figure this shit out, right? It's either a lesson that I have to learn, or there's some part of me that attracted it, and I just have to figure it out, right? So when you start dealing with those toxic energies, it's usually reflecting back to you to let you know that there's some work that you got to do on the inside, right?
Exactly.
What's your take on it?
Well, from a spiritual standpoint, when you look at a relationship that has gone bad or has gone south, like you said, there's normally, because that is a lesson, that's a karmic partner. What karmic is just karma. Karma is either a good lesson or a bad lesson. And 9 times out of 10, when people come, these SP, specific persons, special people, soulmates, come into your life, they're here to teach you a lesson for your soul's evolution. And 9 times out of 10, the reason why you want them back is because you haven't learned the lesson. You refuse to learn the lesson. You like teacher alluded to, we're focusing so much on the person and not the lesson. So when you are learning the lesson, 9 times out of 10, once you've learned that lesson, you're not even going to resonate with that person, because you're no longer going to be on that frequency that that person reflects. You would have ascended to the next level. You would have ascended to a higher frequency, and therefore you would be attracting someone of a greater quality, of a higher magnitude than your SP. Anytime you get stuck on the past, like I said, you're repeating cycles. When you're inviting the past back into your life, you're repeating cycles. And I always tell you guys this: learn a lesson only once. Learn the lesson only once if you can. There's no need to repeat a cycle. There's no need to continue to invite the same energy into your life that you should be growing from. If you're still wanting to dibble and dabble with that energy, you're not growing. You're seeking a comfort zone. A lot of times there's woundings that this person, their energy resonates with. It's familiar bonds. It's those trauma bonds that you're being attracted to. And it, like I said, people are a reflection of you, and they're here to show you the toxic natures that sometimes we carry and we're not even cognizant of. So if you're wanting to have this certain person back, it's because they represent a toxic part of you that needs to heal. So, and then, like I said, to take it even further spiritually, when you're manifesting, you are manipulating energy. And when you're manifesting a certain person, you're manipulating their energy. And therefore, you're infringing upon their free will. Because the thing about it is, in this situation, you might not have learned the lesson, but they have. And they're ready to move on. And hence, this is why the relationship has gone south. And so when you're pulling back on their energy, you're infringing upon their free will. And that's creating a whole cycle of karma in and of itself. And so you want to be very careful not to manifest a certain person. But like Teacher said, to work on yourself and to get yourself to a level where you're resonating and you're on a higher frequency. And then two, when you're manifesting a certain person, you're limiting spirit's ability to show up in your life. Because once you are yielding to spirit, and once you're, allowing spirit's energy to work in your life, spirit is going to bring to you someone that you felt like you might have never even realized that you deserved. And so you're saying, no, I'd rather have this garbage. I always say I never dumpster dive. Once some relationship is over, it's in the trash, and I'm not jumping in the trash to get it. Somebody's asking a question. Hold your questions for the end, guys. Hold your questions for the end. We will have a Q&A. So as far as manifesting a specific person, I never do it. I personally never do it because, one, I don't want to limit spirits, the miracles that spirit is going to show in my life. And then two, I want to make sure that I'm learning those lessons and I'm moving past them. So it's very dangerous. Like I said, when we see on TikTok and on YouTube, all these gurus coming at you, trying to teach you how to create honey jars, how to teach you how to pull on someone's energy, to bring someone towards you. Again, you're creating a lot more havoc than people realize.
That's right. Yeah, I've seen the one where you do something to the underwear
Oh
and you
my
bury
God.
your underwear in the jar or some shit. And like, if you have to
Do
do
all
all of
that.
that in order to manifest someone, you might need to be single. Like, you should not have to go through all of those things and then try to manipulate a person and bind a person against
Mhm.
their will. Like, we should never want to do that, right? So we get so caught up in, I know what it feels like to be in love, and I know what it feels like to be stupid in love. We've all been there, done that, and we've all been heartbroken. We were talking about this earlier. Heartbreak is a one of the worst pains that one can go through, right? I get it. And some people just don't know how to be single. I
Mhm.
don't get that part because I'm a Sagittarius, so they're all special, right? For those of you who just feel the need to be in a relationship, but I
Mhm.
challenge you all to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on loving yourself, and you're gonna start to attract the right person. Also, people want to know, can we talk about the twin flames? When
Oh.
y'all think about flames, okay, when you think about fire, what part of fire do you think is a good thing, right?
Mhm.
Like,
Scorched earth.
manifesting your twin flame, right? It's fire and it's fire. The shit is hot. So for people to think that that's a good thing all the time, it's really not. It's really
Mm-mm.
not. And a soulmate can be anyone. I was telling Karika the other day, I truly believe that my 8 year old is one of my soulmates. All of my children are. But I feel like my 8 year old was my mother in a previous life, right? So a soulmate can be a best friend, it can be anyone. Soulmate does not equate um, intimate partner, okay? So who on the lives here, who is wanting to manifest love? Is there anyone that's like one of your main priorities is to manifest love? Anybody? Let
Now
us
I
know in the
know
comments.
everybody should be look. Yeah, look. Yeah, as many readings as y'all come and y'all asking about love, y'all all better be raising your hands because I know.
Right,
So yeah, going
right.
back to the whole twin flame thing, and I kind of teach you guys this. I don't necessarily subscribe to the notion of twin flame myself personally. All a twin flame is another form of a soulmate. And it's a soulmate that carries some very heavy lessons that you have to learn. Again, you're talking about a mirror reflection. You're talking about two souls that split, that come from one. And so when they come back together, and people don't realize that 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be with your twin flame, and that's not the purpose of that relationship. That purpose of that relationship of any soulmate, and I tell you guys this constantly, is to evolve the evolution of the soul, the spirit of you as a being. And they're going to bring some very heavy lessons. It's going to be a connection of nothing but lessons. And they're going to be very difficult lessons to learn because it's going to show up a mirror image of you, of who you are, and you're not going to like it. And it's going to force you to break away from that whole connection and go. It should propel you into your spiritual awakening so that you go on this mission to find you. The spiritual journey is only about, it's only a mission where you find yourself. And so that should be your focus. Again, going back to whether you're manifesting a twin flame or an SP or anybody, it should be you to find you. You should be manifesting your fucking self. But most of us, like I said, that's
That's
too
right.
much work. It's always easier to try to manipulate somebody else to get what we want to make us happy. And even if that person comes back, matter of fact, I think I had a young lady on my live who did a reading, and she was asking about a certain person. And I saw she's manifesting this person. I told her, I said, you're going to get it, but you're also going to pay the consequences of getting it. And that's what a lot of you guys end up experiencing when you get these people back, when you go to extremes. Like you said, there's a lot of people that are putting out spell work to manipulate somebody's energy to bring them towards you. You'll never see me doing spell work for myself or anybody else that manipulates somebody else's energy. That's not who I'm about. I'm very moral in the work, the practice that I do, and I don't feel you should ever manipulate somebody else's free will. That is a gift that has been given by source, by the divine, by the universe, by God, whoever you want to call it. It is a gift. Not he doesn't even they don't even infringe upon it. They don't even infringe upon that gift. They allow you the space to decide for yourself. And when you decide to take it upon yourself to manipulate somebody's energy, you're saying that you're more entitled to their energy than they are. You're more entitled to their gift than they are. And I mean, that's when you're overstepping boundaries. And that's when spirit's going to step in and they're going to correct the situation. And that's going to be a correction for your ass. Just FYI.
Pretty much healing that turn. Is that a question, Kerrigan? Oh, I keep hitting this chair. Yes, y'all. So do you have any questions on your end, Krika?
Yeah, I had somebody. Is it true that you have to be a karmic before you meet your divine? Is the twin flame thing real? The twin flame thing is real. Again, a twin flame is just a different type. There's several main types of soulmates. A twin flame is one of them. And like I said, that is to when you have had past lives where you created a lot of karma. They're there to help you clean that karma up. And once you go through a twin flame union or a twin flame situation, you will clear lifetimes of karma for that. But it's not going to be a heavy ascension process or a heavy connection to go through. I mean, it's not going to be an easy connection to go through. It's going to be very heavy ascension process and a heavy connection to deal with. So would I necessarily want my twin flame? I think I met him a couple years ago and I chucked up the deuces and said, screw this. I'll take a soulmate with a side of fries because I didn't want that. So hold on. Why are we echoing?
Yeah. Renata says,
are we echoing?
Echoing where?
I think we're good.
Where?
Are we good? Okay, I think we're good.
Okay. Renata says, I want to be in a relationship, but not my, I guess, number one priority.
You should want to be in a relationship with yourself.
Yeah. Right, exactly. And so when we think about meeting someone for the first time, we're usually on the phone with them for hours and hours and hours. And all we want to do is spend time with them. We want to go out with them, go on dates with them. If you can just start doing that for you and yourself, like you should be okay with taking yourself out on a date, right? The reason a lot of people, in my opinion, the reason a lot of people struggle with love in relationships is because they struggle to love themselves first. And it's very hard for people don't know how to be by themselves. People do not know how to be by themselves. And there are some people that always have to be in a relationship, right? So if you can put yourself and make yourself the priority over anybody else, you guys will be amazed at how quickly you start to attract people, right? That's where your focus needs to be. I mean, this is a very cut and dry topic for me.
Very much
Once
so.
you focus on yourself, then everything else will be added. Not just the love, but the money, the health, the success, all of the things that you want, that desired life comes like quickly. But you have to be willing to put yourself first. The same energy that you put into a man or into a woman, you need to put into yourself.
But again, that's
right, and
that's a very difficult process.
I'm not that. Who said it was easy? I didn't say it was easy.
And most people don't want to do the work.
Take some supreme focus. Right. It's going to take some supreme focus, right? Just like you get up every morning and the first thing that you want to do is text this old raggedy boy. Okay. Say some love affirmations to yourself. Start there. You know what I mean? When you are focused on you, it's really hard to focus on anybody else. right? When you make you the priority and you the center of your life, it's really hard to focus on anybody else, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if that person is supposed to come back into your life, then
They
they
will.
will, right? But don't be trying to, stalk their Instagram and stalk their Facebook. I don't know who's still on Facebook, but whatever. You know what I mean? Stalk their
Hey, I'm
social
still on
medias and
Facebook.
picking up your whatever. Picking up the phone every 5 seconds to see if they text you, and you trying to go and check out their Snapchat on the cool to see who they've been hanging out with. Who got that kind of energy?
That's too
And
much.
why? If you put that same energy into you and securing your bag, girl, boy, your life would be 20 times better.
Mm-hmm.
That's where your focus needs to be. The love will come, but it only comes when you start to love yourself.
Exactly. We did have a
That's all.
second
That's it.
question.
That's all.
It said, second part to that question, is it true that you have to be with a karmic before you meet your divine? Okay, remember what a karmic is. A karmic is someone who's coming to bring lessons. You're going to have to learn lessons in order to make the space for that person to come in, because you're asking for a divine counterpart. Look at the word divine. That is someone who is meant for you, someone who is literally made for you. And if you're not to the point where you can resonate on that level, you got to get there. There's work to be done. So yeah, you're going to go through lessons. You're going to have karmic partners or karmic soulmates, people that are there to clean up your energy. That's what it is. It's all about cleaning up your energy. If you haven't done the work, you're going to have back, you can have them back to back to back. And so that you can get to the point where you now are in a position to be a divine counterpart to someone else. Because most of y'all, I'm gonna be honest, your energy is janky and you're not divine. We got to get y'all there. Most of y'all, we've got to get you guys there. So you guys are going to have to go through this hard process of being worked on by spirit, and they're going to do that by bringing these people into your lives that are going to teach you lessons. So you cannot get around it. You can't ask for something you can't give to somebody else. So many times we're asking for, this person has to be this, that, and the other, and we can't give it to them. We want somebody to love us, unconditionally.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even love ourselves unconditionally. You're asking for something that you can't even give. So spirit is going to put you in a position where you
Period.
can give those things because you've worked through your issues and you place yourself on a frequency where you can now reciprocate energy. Okay. So I hope that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Someone also asked,
Do
can you
y'all have any
unintentionally?
questions?
Yeah, I got a couple over here. They asked, can you unintentionally manifest someone? And if so, how? By thinking about them. By, like Teacher said, stalking their Instagram, stalking their social medias, constantly thinking about them, remembering them. You're pulling on energy. You're pulling on energy. If you've ever been, working throughout the day and then all of a sudden somebody random from your past pops into your head and you're like, oh, I wonder what they're doing. Guess what? 9 times out of 10, they're doing exactly that to you. They're looking through your shit, looking through your photos, looking through your social media, thinking about you, pulling on your energy, and then they pop into your head like that. And that's how you pull on somebody's energy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have another? You have any questions, Cedric? I got another one, but if you got some, we'll do some of yours.
Not yet, no. If you
Okay,
guys have any questions, you guys can go ahead and post them in the chats.
so they're asking. So when you get a divine, that's also a lesson. So what does it mean? You won't have to go through things. No, it does not mean that you're not going to have to go through things today. You are human. We are living a human experience. We are affected by the environment around us. We're always going to have to go through things, but you're not going to have to go through these heavy lessons of like cleaning up past shit. Because by the time you get that divine counterpart, you should have already cleaned up your shit. It's not going to mean that there's not going to be growing pains with this person because you're melding two spirits together, two energies together, and two people that are coming from different backgrounds, different thought processes, and your guys are going to have to find a common ground. Doesn't mean that's going to be necessarily easy selling, but you're going to want to be with this person because you're going to resonate with this person. It's going to be worth the effort. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be worth the effort that you have to put
Right.
forth. Whereas everybody else, when we go through shit, you'd be like, man, that shit wasn't even worth it. I had to learn all this and it wasn't even fucking worth it. There's a difference.
Right. Yes. So Sam says, can you manifest your soulmate while still working on yourself? And if so, how do you not sabotage it? Well, so the way that, in my experience, when I was in the well, we're always working on ourselves, right? But
Mm-hmm.
when I was new to this journey, what I found is uh, it's really easy to manifest Ray and Leroy. And Sam, I know you're a dude, but you know what I'm saying. Is you usually will manifest the the decoy. It's not the person. You're not, in my opinion, but who the fuck am I? You're not really going to manifest the person, your divine person, until you are ready,
Mm-hmm.
right? Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of the leads, right? You're not really going to have this person come, because if you do, if this person does come into your life too early, you will sabotage it
Mm-hmm.
because you won't see it as being the real deal, right? And the hurt, the traumatized part of you is going to fuck it up,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you've been cheated on in the past and you're going to be accusing this person of cheating and you're going to be super insecure and eventually you're going to piss this person off so much that they like, look, you got too many fucking issues.
You're
I'm a
unhealed.
bounce, right?
Exactly. You're unhealed.
Right. So
Exactly.
you're not really going to manifest the person
Mm-mm.
until you are healed and in position to attract this person back or into your life, right? Because the sabotage is very, very real. Okay. So he says makes sense because I met people who seem to have almost everything, but it doesn't fully work out. You preach it to the choir.
What you're
I'm
going
gonna
to
tell y'all a
manifest.
little story.
Oh, go ahead, teacher.
Hold up. Let me tell my little story first, okay? So back when I was 20, I don't know, 23, 24, right? I had been single for a minute, and I used to be the girl that didn't like to be by herself, right? Um, so I've always been a scripter. This was long before I knew what law of attraction was, that manifestation was a thing, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
scripted out all of the qualities because that's what the people on the love show say. Write down the person that you want. What are the qualities and characteristics, right? And I wrote everything down. Okay. And then I used to watch this show called Cheaters. I don't know if it still come on, but I used to watch the show all the time because of my mama, right? So at the end of every episode, it would give you this website, nocheatersday.com. I'll never forget this. So I went to the website and I put it in my profile, but I was too broke to pay for it, but I set it up, right? So eventually this dude reaches out to me and he had paid for the service, and I don't really remember how we ended up chatting because you got to pay in order to email back and forth or whatever, right? So we started dating, and I thought that this guy literally had the credit score that I wrote down. Had his own place, own vehicle. He had been at his job for years at this point. All of the fucking things. And get this. This person worked for the county, all right? And at the time, he would like, okay, so when county offices have furniture, right? When they get rid of the furniture, they have to auction it off back to the public because it's the public that paid for the shit in the first place, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he was responsible for labeling the inventory, right? So they would put these little stickers on the pieces, right? And they had to sign it. So I had this desk, this executive desk in my living room. And one day we were mowing my grass and we were hot. We went and we laid on the floor, right? He laid on the floor and he could see the sticker under the desk. Literally, this is a desk that he inventoried years before because it was his signature on the sticker on this desk that was in my house now. What the fuck? Like, what are the odds, right? What are the odds? So me, I'm like, oh my God, that means that's just confirmation. This is my man. Child, that nigga beat my ass for lunch, breakfast, and dinner. Okay? so in real life, no, nigga, this wasn't it, right? He was the decoy. Hello? so it it'll check off. They'll check off most of the boxes, but they end up being narcissistic. They end up being a cheater or some dumb shit. So work on you. heal you first. Learn how to listen. You got to learn how to date you, right? Because in order to teach somebody else how to treat you, you first have to know how to treat yourself. And if you are self-deprecating and say, "Oh my God, I'm so fat, I'm so ugly, I'm so broken," all of the things, then you're just gonna manifest somebody to do the same shit to you, and then you're gonna get mad at them. Like, you don't treat me right. Well, you just showed them how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta really focus on that healing first. That's going to be key. Okay, that's
And
going to be key. What's your
to
take?
add to that, someone asked, remember we have to rely on divine timing. And when we're healing and we're doing the work and we're manifesting love, you're going to manifest the lessons that you need to learn in order to get to that divine counterpart. And that's going to include these decoys that come with those lessons. So the trick is, people, don't get caught up in the decoys. Understand, like I always tell you guys, when you guys get readings from me, what's the lesson? Start asking yourself, what is the lesson? Because the quicker you identify that lesson, the quicker you can learn it, and the faster you can move on to the next, so that you can keep going and getting closer to that divine counterpart. So yeah, you're going to manifest. You can manifest soulmates that are going to come in and teach you lessons. And I would suggest you do so, and do it quickly, and not get caught up in trying to make these decoys permanent. Because a lot of y'all, like I said, when
Yeah.
we do readings, you're trying to make the decoy the permanent person. And we always tell you that's not your person. You guys hear us tell you that all the time.
Right.
That's not your person. There's a lesson to be had. Learn the lesson and move on. I'm constantly telling you guys that. The quicker you guys get into that mindset of understanding, okay, I've got an ascension process, and I need to go ahead and call in these people that are here to help me with this. Call them in and bring them in, learn, and keep going.
Yes, and pay attention to the red flags. See, we love to ignore good old red flag, and we like to justify the red flag. Pay attention to the red flags, friends, because there were so many, and I was like, "Oh, he's just trying to help." Oh, yeah, no, bitch. That spirit, like, look, dummy,
Oh,
this ain't it. So pay attention to the red flags because they're always there. Our gut is there, our intuition is there to guide us, right?
most
Is there
definitely.
to guide us. And we always know. Every time we break up with somebody, you say, "I knew that nigga wasn't shit. I knew that nigga wasn't shit the day he did X, Y, and Z. Or the day she did X, Y," right? It's the red flags. We have to
Mhm.
learn to pay attention to the red flags. Period.
Trust your intuition.
Y'all have any
Try.
more questions?
I keep telling you guys, trust your intuition. Your intuition is going to guide you through these lessons, because that's what it's there to do. It's there to guide you through these connections. And don't be afraid to connect. I keep telling you guys, get out there, yeah, meet people. They're going to be, what I always tell you, that's practice. Start practicing so that you can pick up on how to use your intuition. You can, kind of hone that skill of, working with your intuition. And then too, you can meet the people that you're supposed to be meeting, that you've already contracted with these people before you came into this lifetime to do this work. Why are we being afraid to meet them? Because it's a hard lesson. Jump into
Mm-hmm.
it. The water's fine. You're going to be fine. You want
Right.
to get to your divine counterpart, not your SP, your divine counterpart, that person that has been set up strictly for you in this lifetime. When my intuition told me to block, no, because you know what? You had a lesson, Tay. Again, Tay, I'm going to say this. It wasn't your intuition, it was your fear. That's one of the biggest things that you have to grapple with. Tasha, is understanding the difference between fear and what you've been through and your intuition. He had a lesson for you, and you had to learn that lesson. She was like, "You told me no. I told you to learn the lesson, not listen to your intuition." So you guys need to know the difference. How do you know the difference between intuition and fear? Intuition is only going to help you. Fear is going to keep you stuck. That's the difference. Fear is going to keep you from moving forward. Intuition is going to help you to move forward. It's going to help you to face those fears. It's going to help you to push through any situation, even if it's one that's going to cause pain, because it knows that you need to go through that process in order to come out on the other side. I always tell you guys, like when you do the clear and cleanse, when that fear comes up, and I wish more people would do it so that you can understand the difference between intuition and fear. Because when you're healing and when you're doing that particular ritual, for those who don't know, every full moon I do a ritual. It's called the clearing cleanse. It helps you to remove soul ties, bindings, blockages, cords, generational curses, and any type of hexes that have been placed upon you. And when you're going through that process, and these energetic parasites that are attached to you start to act up because they recognize that you're trying to heal and they're trying to stop you from healing, you'll honestly understand what fear is versus your intuition. And I wish more people would go through it so that you can understand the difference. Like I said, fear is going to keep you stuck. It's going to keep you stagnant. It's going to try to keep you from moving forward and not growing. Intuition is going to have you stepping outside your comfort zone. That's the difference. Because again, I always tell you, spirit's not here to make you comfortable. When you're comfortable, you're not growing. They're here to always make sure you're ascending, and growth comes with that. And it's going to be very uncomfortable. So you're going to be put in situations that you don't like. You're going to be put in situations with people that you don't like in order for you to grow. You want to add anything about fear and intuition, the difference?
No, but I love how Isadore put it, and she said, "Fear is frantic, and intuition is calm."
Most
That's
definitely.
the perfect way to put it. Do you have any more questions? Hey, Jessica. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Shauna. Maureen. I think Renata's over here now. Hey, y'all.
Welcome
So
in,
we are
guys.
just sitting here, for those of you just joining, we are talking about manifesting love, manifesting your divine partner. So if you guys have any questions, we've been on about 40 minutes already. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and post them so that we can get to them before we hop off. Did you have any more questions over there?
No, but you know what? We can kind of recap.
I don't
Again,
think I have.
a lot of people are asking about manifesting a specific person. And in my professional opinion, stop doing that shit. Plain and simple. Stop doing that shit. Stop doing it. Stop manifesting a specific person and manifest the lessons that you need in order to get to resonate to the level where you get your divine counterpart.
Sam,
Exactly, Atasha. I'm sorry.
This is Karika. So if you go to my YouTube, you'll see both of us on the screen. Or to my TikTok, the Teacher Chanel, you'll see both of us on the screen. Okay, but you guys are gonna be seeing a lot more of us. Did I say that right? That don't even sound like I said that right. You're going to be seeing a lot more of us together. This is our third live that we've done. Both of the replays from the lives that we've done week before last are on my YouTube channel. And you guys are going to be seeing and hearing a lot more from us together. Okay. Shauna says, if it ain't the butterflies, it's boldness. Run. Right. Correct.
Jesus, there you go.
That is right. Isadora, am I saying your name right? Isadora says, I've been closed off to work on me, but I feel like now I'm not growing. The healing is fun. Are you saying that it is fun now? You're always growing when you're working on yourself, right? But okay, so when we think about how a plant grows, right? You don't see the growth. It starts in the ground, right? It starts there first. You don't really see anything. You may not see any or feel anything, but you're still growing. Okay, you're very much still growing. And there's seed time and there's harvest time. There's seed time and there's harvest time. And the seed time is the hermit mode, and that's how I view it. Is being a hermit, and that's necessary. You don't always need to be front and center and doing stuff. Sometimes you need to sit your ass in a corner, right, and just work on yourself. Period.
I agree. But don't get too stuck in hermit mode. A lot of you guys, and you guys know the ones that I work with, and I'll tell you, if you're exactly when I tell you you're in hermit mode and it's time to get out. What hermit mode is? The mode that you go into when you go within. I'll show you what hermit mode looks like in the tarot. Hold on just a second. This is hermit mode. where you're going within
It's a
and you are
time of
being guided.
self-reflection.
Exactly. You're being guided by spirit. You're working on your intuition. You're working on those shadows. You're working on the lessons that have held you captive, and you're trying to outgrow those. You're outgrowing those. So it's look, nobody else is there. It's just you and spirit. But a lot of people get comfortable with this. They get comfortable with this because they've come from very abusive backgrounds, and they feel safer here. But again, what do we always tell you guys? Spirit is not here to make you feel comfortable. Spirit, you can't see the card. Can you see the card now? Can you see it?
I can see it.
I don't know if you can see that. There you go.
I can see
So
it. I can see it.
yeah, you were in hermit mode for over a year and you're coming out. And I always tell you guys, okay, you've been there a while. It's time to come out. It's time to open yourself up to those lessons. You're stronger now. And I always tell you guys, you're stronger now than you were when you first started. So these lessons aren't going to be as hard. You're wiser now than when you first started, or you should be. There is peace in hermit mode because there's safety. You feel safe. You feel safe in the arms of spirit. But again, remember, it's a mode. A mode is not something that's going to be permanent. It's there to be temporary so that you can start to find healing within. And once you've kind of mastered this, it's time to move on to the next one. Hermit is number 9. Then you have number 10, which is what is number 10? Is that what's the 10th major arcana? Which one?
After hermit. Is it not death?
Is it death? Is it transformation? It might be. I think it might be. Hold on. I'll get it. I'll get you. I'll get you. I believe it is death. It might be death.
These cards don't have no numbers.
I know. And I got to go through this whole. No, so that's a tower. Where's my death card at?
Is it the magician? Is it the magician?
No. Magician's number 1.
Oh, Magician's okay, that's what I thought. Somebody said magician. Hold on, let me go in the book. What am I looking for? Yeah.
Number 10. Is it death? I think it is death. Is it death?
10 is X, right?
Yeah. Was it all the way at the bottom? Where's my death card at? How am I missing a death card in this one?
I don't know how to read the Roman numerals. Oh, somebody said justice. Is it?
Is it just? No, it's not justice. It's not justice. I think justice is number 11. Hold on. We're going to get it. We're going to get it for y'all. Because you got to go through that hangman, that hermit in order to get to the next phase. Where is my death card at?
So we got hermit, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Is she right?
Is it the Wheel of Fortune? Okay.
Wheel of Fortune?
Okay.
Yes, you're right.
Okay, good. Yes. So the Wheel of Fortune is where you're opening yourself up to opportunities. So you're coming from being within and you're opening yourself up to opportunities. So the major arcana, exactly. And Stanola, I always tell you guys, the reason when somebody's on their spiritual journey, the reason why they resonate with tarot is because the 22 major arcana tells of the 22 planes of ascension that you have to get through in that particular spiritual awakening. You have 22 planes of ascension that you have to get through, and each one of them, exactly, new beginnings. That Wheel of Fortune is all about your destiny, your fortune. Karma is dealing with karma. Where's my Wheel of Fortune in this one? Why am I missing cards? I bet you it's in these.
You don't have your book there?
Well, no, I bet you my Wheel of Fortune is in these. Not with this one. I bet you it's mixed up in this other deck that I use when I'm clarifying. I'll get it out. I'll find it. So yeah, you got 22 levels to get through.
This is it.
There you go. Wheel of Fortune. Boom. There we go. Wheel of Fortune. So that you got to, in order to get to your fortune, your fame, your destiny, your growth, that upswing, you got to go through that inward journey, going within. That's what hermit mode is. So if you stay too long in hermit mode, you're gonna miss out on the Wheel of Fortune. So just think of that's why I keep telling you guys have been too long in hermit mode. It's time to come out. It's time to come out. I'm not gonna let y'all stay in hermit mode. Not when you come across
Yeah,
my
because
feed,
that's
you're
what
not.
depression can set in when you're in
Hmm.
hermit mode. Procrastination can set in and really start to fester. So
Hmm.
you don't want to be there. And somebody, I think Shauna said that it's darkness. It's not really darkness. I don't see it as being a dark space. It's a quiet space for
Yeah.
sure. It's self-reflection, right? It's trying to it's a period of elevation, right? It's I need to go to
Shadow
the
work.
next level, right?
Exactly.
But
You're
I
going
don't see it
within.
as being dark. Yeah.
Yeah. It could, maybe they feel like it's dark because, like I said, that is when you really start to work on those shadows. And depending on what your
And
shadow
that
work
can,
is,
yeah,
it
that
can
can
it
be
can have
rough.
dark elements to it. But again,
Yeah.
everything, I always tell people when they look at the tarot cards and they're like, oh, I don't like the death card, I don't like the devil card. There is no bad card in tarot. Every card has a lesson.
Mhm.
It has a lesson for you,
That's right.
and it's a lesson. Some are going to be harder than others. Death card, transformation, that's hard. Hermit mode, like I said, that can be hard as well because that's when you're looking at shadows. So they're going to have
Mm-hmm.
lessons. So there are no bad cards in tarot. But the reason why a lot of you guys are drawn to that, back to Sonola's question, is because you see your spiritual awakening. You see the steps of your spiritual awakening in tarot. It's a high, people don't realize, they feel like, oh, you're just telling the future, it's fortune. No, 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 no. First of all, we don't tell the future. That's not our job. Nobody has that ability. We're here to read energy, and it's going to help you to understand where you're at in this process and where you need to go and what you need to do to go to the next level. So you're going to start to recognize, that familiarity in tarot, and that's why a lot of people gravitate towards it.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what somebody said.
See,
It's not. It wasn't dark. It was peaceful. I can't hurt me in hermit mode. I can heal. Exactly. But Atasha, we know that you stayed a little too long in hermit mode. You got a little too comfortable because, like I said, you are healing, and you do feel like I'm safe here. And if I don't put myself out there, I can't get hurt. But again, if you don't put yourself out there, you'll never have the will of fortune. You'll never be able to ascend to the next level. So you're actually stay hermit mode can also be stagnation if you stay too
yes, it
long.
can.
So just remember
Mm-hmm.
that. Any other questions,
Do we
guys? Tap the screen.
have any other questions? Not that I see. All
So
right. So last minute for questions. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them before we go ahead and close it out.
so did you want to recap about the whole topic? Stop manifesting an SP. Stop that shit. Stop it. Stop listening to
Yeah,
people on
y'all.
here.
Like my message. Yeah, please don't get to the point where you feel like you gotta cast a spell or burn your drawers or whatever
Mm-mm.
to wait, hold up. To manifest somebody. Like you shouldn't want that joker that bad. That you gotta uh that you have to do something so silly. Because remember, anytime you're doing magic on somebody else, you're also binding yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can bind yourself to a joker, and then when you ready to let that joker go, you can't even get away, and you don't even know why. Child, don't do that. It ain't worth it. Okay, it's really not worth it. When you work on yourself, love yourself, heal yourself, then naturally that divine partner is gonna come in for you. Okay,
Exactly.
but
Trust the
somebody
process.
Isadora said, "Bind me to this period." Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
trust the
Trust the
process,
process.
y'all. It's okay.
Um,
It's
it's
okay.
not
Be okay with being
exactly.
alone. Yeah,
I
it's
think
okay.
people
You'll
just
live.
want.
Trust me. It's fun.
Exactly. People want instant gratification. And so you'll see
Yeah.
these practitioners, giving these, giving you, these implements to use, spells to use to try to get around the process. And you'll only end up hurting yourself in the end. You'll create situations where there's obsession, whether it's by
Yeah.
via you or via the other person. You can create abusive environments when somebody you have drawn their energy, and then they realize they don't want to be with you, but they can't understand why they can't get away from you, and they start beating the crap out of you.
Yes.
You create
Yeah.
very dangerous situations. So stop it. Don't do it. Hey, honey. Hey, Miss Ainsley. Don't bind anybody. Don't look, like I said, and stop limiting spirit's hand. Spirit's hand is infinite. You can only see this person in front of your face with all their fucking limitations and all their red flags. And if that's all you can see yourself deserving, that's an issue. Because when spirit has somebody who has been working on themselves to get to the position where they can present their love to you, and you're saying, no, I'd rather have this raggedy ass ninja, that's an issue. That's an issue. That's an issue.
That's
And
right.
you should be looking at that rather than looking for a specific person. Why am I feeling like I only deserve this raggedy shit?
That's right. That's where your focus needs to be. Why do I feel like I deserve this? Yes. Increase your self-worth. Trust me. Focus on your
Mm-hmm.
bag. Focus on your kids if you got them. Focus on you. It'll get better. Like, I would much rather be with the person. I'm cool with being single. Put that out there first, spirit. Don't be trying to, no. I'm cool with being single, but I'm just saying I would rather be with the person I'm supposed to be with than have to be with somebody that I'm not supposed to be with and have to deal with a bunch of bullshit and be miserable. Because that's not a good feeling. Any other
Exactly.
questions on your end before we close out?
Somebody just asked. She says, so from what you're saying, stagnation, being stuck, means that you're not learning and growing. Look at it this way, Sonola. Let's just say you're driving and it's raining and you get stuck in the mud. You're stagnant. Your car isn't going anywhere. You're not headed to the destination that you're supposed to be going to. You're stuck. So yes, there is no growth when you decide not to go forward, not to get, you say, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I don't feel like I need to learn any more lessons or ascend anywhere else. That's the end of your spiritual journey. You're electing to stay at that level. And why are we electing to stay in hermit mode when right around the corner, like I said, is the Wheel of Fortune? It's probably one of my most favorite cards in the tarot deck because it comes with so many opportunities and possibilities that if you stay too long in hermit mode, you're going to miss out on. So yeah,
So
stagnation and being stuck means that you're not growing, you're not learning. Go ahead, teacher.
right. I'll add to that. Anytime any of my mentees come to me and say that they feel stuck, it's usually because they lack clarity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you gain clarity by sitting your ass down and listening. Okay. And this is why I push meditation so much. You get a lot of downloads and clarity in meditation. So you're not stuck. You're just not clear on what your next move is. And that's where you need to reconnect to your higher self, reconnect to God to figure out what you should do next.
Somebody just asked, I know that okay, I want some money and see. Okay, they said, I know I'm still ready to learn, but how do I know that that means dating? I don't even want to date. You'll know that you're ready for dating when your intuition kind of guides you to that process. When you've done enough work on
Right.
yourself and you feel like, okay, I want to, have intimate connections. I want to have connections with someone that I resonate with. You'll be drawn to that. If you're following your intuition, it's going to guide you to that. You're going to be opening yourself up to the opportunities of meeting people and of learning the lessons that person is here to teach you. Somebody said they end up singing in their head.
Right. Shauna, I have a guided meditation. It's not in my bio. Where is my guided meditation? I'll
So the
post it.
website?
I'll
Okay.
post a guided meditation. Yeah, to my website because you're on YouTube. But yeah, meditation is not hard, but it's like building a muscle, right? In the beginning, it's going to be difficult because everyone thinks that they have to close off or shut down their thoughts, and you can't. That's impossible to do because we have more than 70,000 thoughts per day, right? It just takes time, and you'll learn how to quiet your mind. Okay, it's just a practice. It's a practice. It's like religion. It's like um, being a surgeon. It's a practice. It's something that you have to do every day, and you'll get better at it. But guided meditations as a beginner is going to be your best friend. A guided meditation, but I have one. I'll post it, and when we get off of here, okay. No other questions on your end?
Let's see. Says, I feel like the ancestors want to usher in that love, but I'm still have things to work on. Then continue to work on you. And when it's time, they'll usher in that love. Now, Sonola said the books, Becoming Supernatural, teaches us how to meditate. It does. There's many different types of meditative practices, not just that book. There are many different types of
Yeah,
meditative practices. You have to find the one that's
literally.
right for you. We were talking about the book this morning and how scientific it is. It does have merit and it does have validity, but it can be very scientific and very advanced. And if you're new to meditation, a lot of what's in that book is going to go over your head. There's other gurus, like I said, Teacher has a guided meditation that you guys can use. I've been, when I'm out in nature, I'll take video and I'll put my meditations to the sound of the water, the sound of, the atmosphere, to frequencies. Are you keeping this live? Yes, we'll keep these lives up. We will keep these lives up. But yeah, you
Yeah,
get on
it'll be on the
YouTube. Like I
channel
said,
though. It'll be on the channel. It'll be on the YouTube channel because TikTok we can't save.
yeah, we
So it
can't
will
save
be
it.
on the YouTube
Well, you know what? I can. You know what, Teacher?
channel.
I can download this off of
Yeah,
my
you can download
and
that
then
one
I'll
and put
post
on
it.
yours.
Yep, I'll post it for my people.
Yeah, but we can't. I don't know why TikTok won't let you save the lives. I don't get that yet.
Yeah.
I am. Girl, I'm not even about to butcher your name. I'm so sorry. She says it all starts with loving yourself. Yes.
Most
People treat
definitely.
us and do us from what we reflect. Absolutely.
You
It
teach
all
people how to
starts
treat you.
within us. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What you feel on the inside is what reflects on the outside. What you believe you deserve in your mind is what reflects in your reality. So if your life is not going the way that you want it to go, it's a reflection of what's going on inside.
Internally.
Okay. So you need to work on it. And that's what my TikTok videos from yesterday and the day before were about. It's all about what's going on in here, right? So you can't sit up here and tell me that you're doing everything that you need to do, right? You're doing your meditations and your ritual baths and this, that, and the third. When your life is in shambles, it's a lie. I can see based on how you're living that it's a lie, right? Because you're only reflecting. Remember, this is how I always position it. What we believe in our minds is a movie, right? So you go to the old movie theaters, right? And you're sitting in the theater, you're sitting down, and you have the projector. It's projecting onto the screen. The projector is your mind and what you believe. And the movie that is projecting onto the screen is playing out from within. Yes?
Hmm.
So if you don't like how your reality is looking, how everything is going, your lifestyle, there's something inside that you need to work on. Does that
Exactly.
make sense? That's it, that's all. So if you don't like how your money looking funny, your love life is raggedy, your health is in shambles, something is going on within that you need to work on. Okay?
You're
You
accepting
need to work on that.
conditions. Exactly. You're accepting conditions, people, places, things into your life that are helping you to create these disparities. So stop. You might
Yep.
want to look at
Yep.
the people that you have around you, the people that you're in relationship with. The fact that you're more focused on them and not focused on your healing. People are going to treat you the way you treat yourself because you're giving them permission to do so.
That's
Because they're
it.
going to be like, well, hell,
Because
you do it to yourself.
vibrationally, right, vibrationally, we can only attract on the
What we
level
are.
that we are, right? Vibrationally. So if somebody's coming in and treating you like shit, then what does that tell you?
Exactly.
What does
Because
that
that's how
tell
you
you?
think about it. That's what you think that you deserve. And so that person, the universe said, oh,
Yep.
that's what you deserve. Okay, I'm going to send that to you. So stop. So look
Exactly.
within. So look within. So look within. People
Exactly.
don't like that. We when we say that, people get upset because they're like, wait a second, I don't feel like I deserve a narcissist.
Right.
But you have
Right.
to if you're really doing the self-assessment and you really have great self-awareness, you'll see that maybe on some levels there's narcissistic tendencies in all of us. And maybe you're
Yeah.
operating, projecting that shit out into the universe and that shit's coming back. So think
Mm-hmm.
about that.
That's all. That's universal law. So
That's
we just
universal
telling
law.
y'all what the law says, right? We're just telling you what the law is. So we don't make the rules. Okay. Oh no, my Instagram ended. Okay, it's
Oh,
fine.
that's see this one.
Um.
Instagram only lets you go live for an hour.
Oh fuck! And I wasn't even paying attention. But okay, damn. So I'm not gonna be able to save it over there. But it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Yeah. So do we have any last questions, you guys? It's the meditation that I spoke about is in my bio on TikTok. Okay. But if you're watching us on YouTube, I'm gonna post it right after we get off of here. Okay.
And
Any
guys,
last questions before we get off?
if you guys are
Go
ready
ahead.
to
Go ahead.
really get on your healing journey, we have several things coming up. Like I said, if you go to my website, my link is in the link tree is in the bio. It'll take you right out there. The clearing cleanse. If you've got work to do, start there. Start clearing out your energy. I also have the ultimate healing ritual that's going to really target the heart chakra, the root, and the sacral. Those are a lot of people house most of their traumas and most of their healing in those three chakras. And so we're really going to be working on releasing that energy so that we can start getting you guys moving forward. There's no reason for anybody to be stuck. There's no reason for anybody to be stuck. So you can visit my website. And like I said, based off of that, you can get in rituals. And then we also have a mentorship or an academy that's coming up. Me and Teacher, we're teaming up to bring you guys so much information spiritually, so many experiences spiritually that are going to move you forward. And August 8th is going to be the open date of enrollment. So stay tuned for that as well.
Yes, Isadora. Yes, I know. But what I was referring to is that there's no replay. Like a person can't go to our page and watch the replay.
Yeah.
But we will save it, and it will automatically save on YouTube because we're also on YouTube. But yes, you all, we will. I promise. By Friday, hold me to this. By Friday, I'm going to set up a page that you guys can go and enter in your information if you're interested in being a part of the mentorship program. It is going to be a monthly mentorship program, and we're going to get the syllabus together. Okay,
Yes.
so that we can share exactly what you guys are going to be, what you guys can expect in the 6 months, because I think we agreed on 6 months.
6 months.
We may extend it off until a year, but for right now, it's going to be 6 months. Okay, but by Friday, I'm gonna get that page up so that you guys can start entering in your information. And then hopefully within a few weeks we'll open up for enrollment. Okay, but our first class is going to be on the 8th of August. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I do have the quantum shift meditation. TikTok is in my bio, as well as Ready Set Manifest, which is a foundational manifestation course. Is literally everything that you need to know. If you guys use code TikTok for that course, you'll save $50 off of it. YouTube, I'll post it again once we get off of here. I'll post those two links. Okay. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Thank you guys for engaging. Thank you guys for your time today. We will save the live on
We will.
YouTube at Tidra Chanel, and then Karika will put it on hers at Ori underscore out. Is it underscore on YouTube too?
YouTube is just Ori Alchemy.
Okay, Ori Alchemy on YouTube. She'll post it later on her page as well. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining us. We will see y'all. We'll probably be back next week. We'll be coming back every week. Y'all can shoot us DMs, post on our pages, and let us know what topics you guys want us to cover next week. How about that? Y'all can pick the topic for next week and let us know what you guys want us to touch on.
Exactly.
All right, so bye, y'all.
All right, guys. Have a good one. Make good choices.
We'll see y'all next time. Bye.
All right, guys. I hope that was. Oh, you and my. I can hear you. Hold on. I'm about to end my live, guys. I'll be going live later this afternoon for more readings. We do have the new moon is today, so if you need to get your new moon reading, I will be back later this afternoon. All right, guys. Make good choices.